Hey everyone, so this is not going to be a collaboration this week. It's going to be simply a freaky, naughty / crazy look for the holidays. Now, I'm aware you might not want to wear all of this out, especially if you're meeting with your grandma who is basically 85 years old, who's probably going to have a heart attack when she sees you. But there's a lot of colors, some placements, some tricks and tips in there I'm sure you could use or you're gonna find useful. So yeah, this is basically my crazy / freaky look for the holidays, and if you want to learn how to do it, keep on watching. Now the first thing I'm going to do is apply some sort of bluish mauvey color to the lid. I'm going to use the color purple from N.Y.X, and it has some sort of bluish undertone iridescence to it, and I'm just going to use a stiff flat brush, and you just want to take a little bit. Now I like this color, but for some reason it kind of does a lot of fallout. So take your time. You could also pick any sort of purple. So from your palette over here, you could use Sugar Pill, you could use another pigment from Sugar Pill, pigments from Sugar Pill, loose pigment from Lise, which is really pretty. I'm definitely going to use that as well. A deep prune color. It's up to you. This is only the base, so you can definitely play with the colors later on, mix them together. So I'm just focusing, like I said, packing on the color close to the lash line. Now I decided to go with some sort of bluish purple, just because it's close to the color that I want to get. I definitely want some sort of a blue undertone. I love the Sugar Pills, what is it called again? The purple color, Poison Plum, but it's a little bit too red for me, so I'm just going to use that first. Next, what you want to do is just use the other side of the brush and just start blending that upwards. I'm not picking any more color. This is just going to blend. Now with what's left on the brush, you also want to drag that on the lower lash line. And you want to bring it down quite heavily, especially on the outer corner over here. So I'm just picking some more color. And you know when you kind of squint, it does that gap over here. You want to cover that up in purple. Now it might look silly right about now. This is that kind of look where it doesn't look good until you're kind of finished with it. Now you could work with a matte color for this, but matte colors tend to be a little bit harder to blend. So that's why I'm going with a frost, because this purple is going to go like right over here, like all around the eye. Now of course this is not the most wearable look, but you can take some things and some aspects from it and make it your own. You know what I'm saying, boo? Now I'm going to take another kind of fluffy brush, a little bit bigger than what I was using, and we're using the same color, and I keep blending out on the lower outer half. And while I have this big fluffy brush, I'm also going to go and just kind of start diffusing the color up here. So going straight in the crease and just doing some windshield washer motions. And I'm going just a little bit over the crease over here, because when I open my eyes, I definitely want to see that purple up here. So once again, this is up to you where you want to take the color, how high. Then you want to take another big brush. So I'm going to take a very big domed shape brush. This is the some sort of tapered highlighter brush. I'm going in right into that purple color. Now this is way too much color, so tap it off. And you want to apply that sort of on your, what are they called? Jesus Christ. Jawbone? No, jawbone? Cheekbone. Jesus. And I'm kind of blending down the product, like applying pressure right on here, close to the lash line, and scooping it down, like that. Then I'm going to take my pigment from Watier called Folie Violette, which is kind of a lilac color. Taking my big fluffy brush And I'm just applying that right on top. This is going to add some shimmer to it. And after right on top, I'm going to add some Folie Blanche pigment from Lise Watier. You know that pigment very, very well. And you want to take a little and just apply it on top. This is kind of to tune down the pink and the purple, let's say. Then you want to take that white pigment, that's Folie Blanche, and just on a fluffy brush, you want to be very, very generous and apply it right into the inner tear duct over here. And just maybe on a third of the inner eye. And you want to be very, very generous because I'm telling you, you want this eye to pop. So I'm bringing that product maybe like almost half of the eye. Just with my finger, I'm going to blend. Now, because this is pretty much one-dimensional, I'm going to add some depth. So I'm going to use the color, what is it called? Push the Edge, which is basically a very, very deep mauve color. Still on the bluish tint, bluish undertone. And I'm just going to apply that right at the root of the lashes. Just maybe on the half of the lower lash line. And I'm just blending it down the product a little bit. I'm now going into the color with a pencil brush, just because it's going to help me smudge the product. So smudge that right along the outer corner. And you want to do the same thing onto the upper lash line, just on the outer corner over here. So as you can see, I'm just pushing the product in. And of course you want to take a little bit of that white and apply it right underneath the brow. Now I'm just going into the fluffy brush. Now I'm just going in and fixing and making sure everything is blended on the eye over here. So I'm just going into the crease and just windshield wiper motion. It's always a hard word for me to say. Next you want to take your white Kohl liner. I'm going to use Fascinating from M.A.C. And you want to apply that generously. And when I say generously, you literally want a very pitch, stark white waterline. Next, you want to apply lashes. Now, I'm going to apply 2 sets of lashes on the upper lash line over here because I really want the eye to be like extremely big. Make it seem almost like doll-like. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use 2 sets of lashes. I'm going to use the N.Y.X, what's the number? EL123. And on top, I'm just going to use the Red Cherry 415. So I went ahead and applied a lot of lashes. I actually applied 3 sets on each eye, so that's a lot. And I've also applied a lot of black mascara onto the lower lashes, making sure nothing gets onto our waterline. Now let's move on to the cheeks, because the cheeks are also important for this look. I'm going to use a blush from Lise Watier called, what is it called? Éclat. I don't think the name is exactly that, but anyways, take some sort of bluish pink, and I'm just taking a paddle brush like this, taking the 3 colors together and applying that right on the apples of the cheeks. And I'm also blending it upwards with our purple color, just a little bit. We don't want like too much pink. After on the lips, you want to mute them out or just use a naked lip liner. This is, by the way, the lip liner from M.A.C called Naked. And after right on top, I'm going to be applying the Creamsheen glass. And the color is Petite Indulgeance. And I'm just going to apply that right on top. This looks like a bright pink, but once that it's applied on top of a nude base, it kind of fades out a little. So you definitely see a rosy, but it's not that intense. And after, just before the video is done, you need more highlight, right? So I'm going to use the Iridescent powder in Silver Dusk from M.A.C. and you just want to apply whatever brush you have, doesn't matter, and apply that right onto the cheekbones over here. Just pressing that right into the skin. And after, just in the center of the lip, because we have just a very shiny but not glittery lip gloss, I'm going to take a little bit of iridescent powder onto my lip brush and apply that right in the middle and just peck after. And this adds like a lot of shimmer. And this completes this very kind of out there look, if I could say so. A very dramatic slash goth slash crazy. But I hope you enjoyed it, and maybe you can take some aspects from it, some colors, some application tips, whatever you like. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you guys very soon. Bye.